Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
The hub provides a connection between two parts with the possibility of axial rotation relative to each other. How does the hub of the wheel work? Consider not only the device and the principle of operation, but also the procedure for replacement with your own hands. We will also show on the video the adjustment of hub bearings. Schematic representation of the device front wheel hub. The principle of operation, depicted in the figure of the unit, assumes the presence of only one hub bearing. In other versions of the design can be used two bearings, one of which is installed on the inside of the steering knuckle and the second, respectively, on the outside. Principle of operation. The operation of the wheel hub is based on the principle of the rolling bearing. Due to the rolling elements inside the bearing, the inner and outer cages can rotate freely relative to each other. The cage serves to keep the rolling elements on the trajectory. The oil seal prevents the lubricant from being washed out and dirt from getting inside. Hub bearings are classified by the type of rolling element. The main types are single-row ball bearings of standard design, not installed on modern cars, double-row angular contact ball bearings. Roller conical, double-row roller conical type hub. The wheel hub has threaded holes for mounting the wheel rim. During mounting, the hub journal pin is inserted into the inner ring of the hub bearing. The outer ring is pressed inside the steering knuckle. Thus, the hub and wheel rotate freely when connected to the knuckle. Rear axle. Without hub. In some cars, the rear axle device does not assume the presence of a wheel hub. A vivid example is Daewoo Matiz, in which the trunnion is attached to the base of the beam. The principle of operation is based on the use of two angular contact roller bearings. Accordingly, the inner cage of both bearings is dressed on the axle pin, and the outer ones are pressed into the brake drum. With this arrangement, the studs for mounting the wheel are installed in the drum. As on all cars with collapsible type hub bearings, the degree of compression of the cages to the rolling elements is regulated by the tightening torque of the nut or a special bolt. Signs of malfunction. Very often the bearings fail. It is worth disassembling the hub assembly and inspect the seats for the cages. In which cases replacement is necessary. Replacement of the wheel hub is required only in two cases: the cage seat is damaged. During disassembly, the inner cage is often left on the hub journal. Gore masters, not having special pullers, cut the cage with a bulgar, cut with chisels. Of course, with such manipulations, the risk of damaging the axle is extremely high. Also, the part can be spoiled if you forcefully hammer the initially skewed bearing. A defect in the seating area can occur if you delay replacement until the bearing jams, causing the inner ring to rotate relative to the journal. The manufacturer regulates only the replacement of the complete wheel hub. In other words, there is no hub bearing as such in the spare parts catalogs. How to replace with your own hands. Replacement of the front hub assembly on the example of Ford Focus 2. Loosen the wheel bolts. Install wheel chocks on the diagonally opposite side. Jack up the vehicle and then secure the vehicle body to the chocks. Remove the brake disc. Disconnect the steering knuckle from the steering knuckle. Unscrew the nut of the ball bearing. If the parts have not been removed for a long time, it is desirable to use a puller to withdraw the ball and steering knuckle from the seating cone. Unscrew the hub mounting bolt. Remove the bolt securing the steering knuckle to the strut. Remove the ABS sensor, screwed on with a screw. Preliminary. Clean the seating place from corrosion, dirt. The sensor housing is very fragile, so it must be removed very carefully. How to extrude and press the hub. You can extrude the part using a hydraulic press or an insert and a hammer. In either case, you will need a spacer whose diameter will be slightly smaller than the diameter of the bearing outer cage. The main rule of replacement, when pressing a new hub on the Ford Focus 2, apply force only to the outer cage of the bearing. Before replacing the hub in the steering knuckle, clean rust with fine grit sandpaper and lubricate with engine oil. Make sure that the hub is seated without misalignment. The outer cage must reach the stop in the knuckle. After replacement, the hub bolt should be lubricated with thread sealant. The bolt on Ford Focus 2 is tightened in 2 stages, 35 N times M plus 90 O rotation. Replacement and adjustment of the bearing. Despite the fact that we have already considered in detail the replacement of hub bearings with their own hands, we suggest to watch on video the process of assembly and disassembly of the hub assembly on VAZ2104. As in many other autos, the principle of operation of the VAZ2104 hub assumes the adjustment of the hub bearing, which can be correctly carried out only with the help of a dynamometer wrench. In conclusion, replacing a wheel hub may seem daunting, but with the right tools and a clear understanding of the process, it can be accomplished successfully at home. We've explored how the wheel hub functions, its crucial role in your vehicle's performance, and the step-by-step procedure for replacement. Remember to pay close attention to the adjustment of the hub bearings, as proper alignment is essential for optimal operation. By following these guidelines, you can ensure a smooth and safe ride. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has empowered you to take on your wheel hub replacement with confidence.